Good morning. My name is Kevin Baker. I'm the lead pastor here and wanted to share with you a stewardship moment by video. And so we're going to be doing this occasionally just to let you know more about what's happening with finances, with giving. We're celebrating a year of generosity, and I'm here with Kathryn Cummings to share with you a couple of the things that are happening around stewardship. So I have another stewardship moment for you today. Good morning. My name's Kevin, lead pastor, and here with Kathryn Cummings again. We've been talking about finances, but behind that is a testimony. I mean, you have a passion for this, and it's not just a passion for budgets and spreadsheets, but for generosity, for trying to be faithful with all the things that God has given us. Could you say a little bit about where that passion comes from?
Sure. I've served on the finance committee here at FUMC for several years now. And a few of those years as the chair of the finance committee, and obviously learned a lot about the finances of the church, but I've also learned a lot about stewardship. And part of the journey, 2 years ago, our church decided to offer Financial Peace University. And in coordinating that class, one of the activities that we did was to analyze 3 areas of your budget that represent the most spending. And for our family, our top was our mortgage, and then number 2 was daycare for our girls, and then number 3 was eating out. And the restaurant budget being higher than giving to the church was very enlightening for us. Wow. And as a result, we made some significant changes and decided to flip-flop those 2 things, so that now giving is now in the top 3 of our budget.
Well, that's interesting to me when you say that, because I think, and that's something Financial Peace talks about, when you start tracing where your money goes,
Right.
Sometimes you're surprised where it's going.
Absolutely.
It's the whole idea that your budget can really be a moral document. It can tell you what you love, where your priorities, where your values are.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when Denise and I first went through Financial Peace, we were a little shocked too at what was in the top 3, and realized that's not really reflective of our priorities.
Mm-hmm.
I think Dave says something often about, like, if you don't tell every dollar where to go, then you'll wonder where it went.
Right.
So if you're going to save $1, tell it to go to savings. If you're going to spend it on eating out, tell it to go there. But if you don't tell it to go anywhere, it'll just go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But, well, what could you say to people, families that are struggling with their finances, with those who want to have more peace in their finances,
Mm-hmm.
Who want to be able to get out of debt, and maybe feel like they have a handle on this thing that we're all wrestling with, which is how to manage our own budgets? What would you say to folks that are struggling?
Okay. One of the first things that I would say is to try to redefine what stewardship means. We talk about stewardship at church, but we usually talk about it in relation to a campaign for giving. And while that is a piece of it, stewardship is more about what we do as stewards of God's resources. And so I would say the change to make is a perspective one. The second thing would be contact me. I will be glad to help with budgeting. But then the other piece of that is we do offer Financial Peace University twice a year here at the church, once in the spring and once in the fall. And come join us. Just find out what it is about. You will learn about budgeting and what priorities to have in your budget. So those are certainly areas that can help you.
Well, I can testify. Denise and I took Financial Peace the first time with you as well, and we've been back 2 or 3 times. We'll repeat as much as needed until we get to where we want to be. We're still working those baby steps, but it's actually fun. I didn't expect to enjoy that process, but I think, of course, Dave is entertaining as well, but we do invite you to come. And I want to thank you for all that you do. Kathryn, thank you for your testimony. Let us all try to be better stewards of God's resources. God bless you.
God bless.